Hi guys, so today we're going to be discussing whether you need a master's degree to become a counsellor, because I think sometimes a lot of people assume that you do, partly because of this channel, because I'm doing a master's and it's pretty much what I usually talk about on this channel, the fact that I'm doing a master's. But do you really need a master's degree to become a counsellor? Well, the short answer is no. And don't click off the video yet, let me explain. Every video that I put out there has useful information, so just stick around and wait. To begin with, the only reason I'm doing a master's degree is literally because I did not know better. I literally didn't know any other way. I didn't know any other routes or any other options, which is why I created this channel, so that I could put out more information for people, because I needed that information and I didn't have it. But I didn't know that you could actually be qualified after doing a level 4. So if you do watch my old videos and you see me saying that you can't be qualified after a level 4, I am so sorry. Dismiss that information. I literally did not know that when I first started this channel. I did not know that information. But now I know, so now you know. So my initial thought was that I'd have to do a level 4 for 2 years and then I'd have to do a level 5, which was 3 years. So I was like, well, if that's going to be 3 years and I don't even know if I'm going to be qualified after it, why not just do a master's? I found out when I was at University Open Day, and no one really explained to me the difference between doing the diploma and doing the master's, and they were both 3 years. So I was like, I'm pretty sure the master's is the higher qualification, so let me just do that. But there's not really much of a difference anyway. So at the time, I did not know that, and it wasn't explained very well. In my head, it was like, it's a master's degree, so of course everyone knows what a master's degree is. I'll probably be more likely to get a job, so let me just do that. And I had just finished my undergraduate degree, so it made sense to me to just do a master's as the next level, as the next step, rather than going to do a diploma at a college, which felt like a step down, even though it was bringing me closer to the career that I wanted to get into. So yeah, I just didn't know a lot. I did not know better. So first thing to know is that you can become a counsellor after doing level 4. So you can start at foundation, depending on where you're coming from. Of course, you can start from your foundation, do your level 2, do your level 3, do your level 4 and be qualified. But of course, if you want to increase your chances of employment or gain more experience, you can then do a level 5. Because in general, the more client hours that you have or the more experience that you have, the more likely you are to get hired. Because if you've watched the videos that I've done on the job market, then you'll know the more experience you have, the more likely it is for you to get a job in counselling, like most other places. So what circumstances would require you to actually do a master's degree in counselling? Well, if you're anything like me, if you already have an undergraduate degree, but then you don't want to then do another undergraduate degree, then you might as well just go and do a master's. Most places will accept you to come onto their master's if you have a 2-1 or a 2-2 in some cases, but only if you have the experience to substitute the fact that you don't have a 2-1. Not many places, but some places would prefer you or expect you to have an undergraduate degree in a social science like psychology, social work, or an arts degree or something like that. So you can do a master's if you don't want to then do undergrad and then go do diplomas, and if you'd rather just stay within this university level of education, then you can just go from your whatever degree you've done to a master's in counselling instead of doing a counselling degree. You may also want to do a master's because of the support and stability that comes with being in a university where, you know, you've got a mentor, a mentor or a tutor, you've got all this support, you've got the program leader or the program convener, you know, you've got the module leaders, you've got different people that you can go to and help you with placements and writing your dissertation and things like that. Not to say that diplomas don't provide support, but I don't have too much experience of what it's like to do multiple diplomas and the support that comes with it. But university, I've done university for 5 years now, so I have more experience with that, so I can speak on that. Second thing is, even if you already have an undergraduate degree, you can still choose to go and do a counselling degree if you don't want to do a master's. Like I said, master's is not mandatory to become a counsellor. So you can just choose to do a counselling degree even if you already have another undergraduate degree. But if you haven't done an undergraduate degree or any university degrees, you can just go straight into a counselling degree, do your 3 years, gain the client experience and do your placement and your therapy hours and whatever else they expect you to do, and still be able to work as soon as you're finished. Just make sure that your course is accredited. If you go down this route of getting a counselling undergraduate degree, then you don't need to do any of the diplomas, you don't need to do a master's, you don't need to do a PhD unless you really want to. So of course, if you have a counselling undergraduate degree, you can obviously go on to do a master's if you want and a PhD if you want. But I do always talk about masters because it's the experience that I have. So I hope this helped you to see that there are other options to becoming a counsellor. You can go down the diploma route, or you can go down the undergraduate route and still get a job at the end of it without doing a master's like I did. If you want to know more about the master's, be sure to watch my next video, which goes through the pros and cons of doing a master's degree. I'll see you there. Bye.